Put a finger down if you had a very traumatic experience with hair color and your hair broke off and you had to start fresh and cut your hair off. So you want to color your hair, but you are very afraid of coloring it because you don't want your hair to get damaged. Keep watching because I'm going to put y'all on game. First things first, and most importantly, make sure you visit a professional, someone who is professionally licensed to be able to color hair and take care of colored hair. Y'all, back in high school, I decided I wanted pink tips, and let me tell you something, that box dye is going to tear up your hair. Like, believe me when I say it will tear up your hair. Box dye has so many chemicals and additives that you don't even know how your hair is going to turn out after you use it. If you visit a professional such as Lovely's Hair Salon in Richmond, Virginia, they will be able to apply certain techniques that better fit your natural hair. I have had my hair lightened twice, and some may refer to it as bleaching your hair. But if you have bleached your hair, you know that this is a very extreme procedure. So you need to visit someone who knows how to use this properly to prevent excessive damage. For example, my hairstylist mixes conditioner with the hair color to help reduce any type of damage that may come from lightening the hair. A professional can help advise you on a routine to take care of your color treated hair after you leave the salon. They can also recommend some hair products to help maintain the longevity of your hair color and reduce the damage to your hair. Not to mention, who doesn't love when someone else shampoos your hair? Like, come on, please tell me. This is the ultimate self-care moment. Your stylist can also advise you if you need your hair lightened or bleached before you apply a color. In some cases, it's not necessary depending on your current hair color, so it's important that you check with them before you go through this extensive process. Let's move on to number 2, which is bi-weekly wash days. In a normal week, I wash my hair every single week, but when it's freshly colored, I do it bi-weekly because this helps extend the life of your hair color. Every time you wash your hair, especially the red and copper tones, the more your hair color is going to come out. So if you reduce that washing, you're going to help save it for a little bit longer. So I'm going to piggyback off of number 2 to give you number 3, which is no clarifying shampoos for at least a month. As I previously mentioned, shampoo will help reduce the life of your hair color. So if you add a clarifying shampoo into the mix, babe, what you think it's doing? Not only is it removing buildup, but it is also removing that pigment of your hair color, and that is what we do not want after we spend hours getting the color that we've been dreaming of. Side note, if you are getting a burgundy, red, or a copper hair color, baby, make sure you are not wearing a white shirt because I definitely forgot and it will stain when you get your hair colored. Additionally, if you have a red or burgundy hair color, it is going to stain your towels, your shower, all the things the first few weeks of you washing your hair. So now we're going to piggyback off of 2 and 3, which is to make sure you deep condition bi-weekly when you're doing these wash days. Hair dye chemically alters the structure of your hair shaft to change its color. Most hair dyes contain ingredients such as ammonia and hydrogen peroxide, which help open the hair cuticle and allow the dye molecules to penetrate into the hair shaft. With that being said, hair dye can have damaging effects on the hair as the chemicals can weaken the hair shaft, strip away natural oils, and cause dryness and breakage. So it is super important that you follow a consistent hair care routine after you get your hair colored. This is not the time to slack. This is the time to really pick up and be consistent on your hair care routine. If you don't want to experience the damage that you have experienced in the past by coloring your hair, you need to make sure you're consistent and also use the recommended products after you color your hair. That brings us to number 5, which is to use high quality bond building products in your wash day routine after you color your hair. My all-time favorite hair care brand to use after I color my hair is Olaplex, the OG, the number 1. If you check my description, you'll see a tutorial using Olaplex products because they can be complex and you want to make sure you're using them correctly. Olaplex can be found at Ulta Beauty, Sephora, or on their website online. Their collection is full of bond-building products that help strengthen, restore, and repair your hair after it has been color treated, heat trained, or it has been damaged. Because these products were created to cater to this specific hair type, it is important that you use these products to help maintain, manage, strengthen, and increase the health of your hair. Let's move on to number 6, which is to make sure you use minimal heat after you color your hair. Much like with the shampoo, the heat can also reduce the longevity of your hair color. Additionally, if you have natural hair and not heat trained or straight or relaxed hair, it is important that you also use minimal heat to ensure that you're able to maintain your curls as you see in this video here. And now on to our last tip for taking care of color treated hair. And honestly, this tip is for all natural hair in general, not just for color treated hair. You need to make sure you are getting your quarterly trims to maintain the health of your natural hair and also increase the length retention. If your hair is struggling getting through your detangling brush, or you're noticing single strand knots, split ends, all of those key indicators, it is important that you get your quarterly trim. It's one thing to have your hair growing, which all of our hair is always growing regardless of what we do unless we have a hair condition. Even with the growth, it's still important that we actually retain some of that length by using length retention techniques such as quarterly trims, low tension styles, minimal heat. I wanted to leave you with a bonus, which is how to tie up your hair at night if you have a fresh wash and go. Now let me tell you something, baby. My hairstylist be slaying my hair. My wash and goes never eat down this bad, but honey, she gave me this tip and I will not go back. Make sure you keep some of your bang pieces not in the scrunchies because those will lay down flat if you put it in the scrunchie. I have about 4 scrunchies here from our brand Madam J Beauty, and these are satin scrunchies to help reduce any type of breakage on your hair. The scrunchies help stretch the roots and they also help keep your curls intact. I was also under a lot of pressure because I had a model walk the next day, so I had to make sure my hair stayed. But anywho, make sure you follow up with a satin bonnet to make sure you are able to maintain that beautiful, beautiful wash and go. This bonnet is by Lovely's Hair Salon, and unfortunately they don't have this specific one. However, they do have other new bonnets on their website, so definitely make sure you check those out. As a recap, get you between 4 to 6 satin scrunchies, take little puffs and separate your hair, and also take the bang pieces out so they don't lay flat when you put it up in the bonnet. It's easy peasy. That's literally all you have to do, and I promise you when you wake up the next morning, it is going to look like this. So beautiful, so stunning. Can't even tell as you put scrunchies in it. That is a look we're going for. We'll definitely maintain the look. This video was highly requested and has been a long time coming, but I hope you enjoyed this and I hope this was helpful in helping you learn how to take care of your color treated natural hair. I have had my hair bleached or lightened twice and also colored 4 times, and as you see, I am still able to maintain the health of my hair. So please make sure you go back, follow these tips for your next hair color. As always, thank you so much for watching. Click that subscribe button for more Madam J tutorials and have a beautiful and blessed day.